realme X2 Pro. Faster, sharper, bolder.
The unknown can be intimidating, but those who dare to wander here find in themselves the power to surprise. But there's nothing surprising about an American motorcycle with a V-twin engine that could afford to lose a few pounds.
Sounds like a bit of a cliche, right? But thankfully that's where it all ends, because this Indian was bred on a racetrack. The bump, slide and grind of a flat track.
It might seem in all that bumping, grinding and sliding, a few of this Indian's panels fell off.
Do you think they just picked any tank and smashed it on here? To me it looks like that tank belongs on a much smaller motorcycle. It probably is from the FTR 750 Racer.
The LED headlamp looks small too, but it is big on brightness. On the tail lamps, the outline drawn by the LEDs is exquisite.
That tail lamp, it is sharp and beautiful.
Just like the realme X2 Pro's 90Hz screen.
Maybe it wears little so that you can see more of its soul and purpose. That trellis frame guards that 60-degree 1203cc V-twin. The exhaust pipes just slither away and terminate in mufflers that seem to be aiming at the stars.
It's an FTR flat track racer. So no surprise that the swing arm looks like it's straight from the race bike. And like on many race bikes, the fuel actually sits under the rider's seat to lower the center of gravity. Somebody forgot to tell the FTR that it comes from a family that prides itself on taking things easy. This doesn't.
Now there is a thin thread that connects the FTR to the Scout 1200, but that thread is snapped off the second you do this.
More displacement, more compression, bigger pistons, valves, throttle bodies make this almost all new, even in the way it feels.
Torque doesn't pour out of this engine, it comes crashing down on you. And the slice of Americana actually goes deeper, because at 3000 RPM with just a light throttle on, you'll believe that there's an American V8 that you can hear down there. Or am I just imagining it? This Indian packs more surprises. The gearbox is buttery smooth, and the engine, well, it's got that V-twin pulse. And as you rev it to the 10,000 RPM red line, it remains absolutely smooth. But that's not it. It's got top-end whack. 0 to 100, 3.8 seconds. That's Kawasaki ZX-6R Ducati 959 Panigale territory. Talking about 0 to 100, with its 50-watt fast charge system, the 0 to 100 time for the realme X2 Pro is super fast, which brings it up to speed with its processor, the Snapdragon 855 Plus. It is ready to attack anything you throw at it. Which the FTR 1200 does too, like corners. This FTR is a loony and wriggly creature. Loony because for such a big and heavy motorcycle, it can hustle. You can slam it down. Yes, it'll take some effort. You'll slam it down to one apex, pick it up, slam it down to the other, and it will show you that it has the balance and the precision.
Stopping power is plenty too. The Brembo monoblocks are not the most premium units around, but they are solid. And the adjustable sax fork and the shock can fine-tune the ride experience further.
So that means you will want to push hard and gas it even when you're leaned over in a corner like that. But that's when it starts to slide and get all loony on you. That's because the torque overcomes the grip available from the tires, but then thankfully there's traction control. But that traction control could be more sophisticated. Right now it cuts in too abruptly, which kind of eats into the fun. When you add it all together, the tires, the high ground clearance, those large foot pegs with jagged teeth, and that pro taper bar, you start to wonder if the opportunity were to present itself, should you stand up and ride?
Indulge, and the communicative and sure chassis will impress you once more. The 150mm of suspension travel is healthy too. The steering geometry lazy, and 222 kilos of dry weight make it a bit cumbersome. But switch off traction control, find the right spot, and boom, you'll find what the FTR loves to do. Slide and slide some more. Bring on the flat tracks. But to get to a flat track, you will have to travel and endure. The 13-liter tank is laughably small for a 1200cc motorcycle. You could also tackle the city, but the 840mm of seat height means you will have to ballerina it. ABS and traction control are linked, so when you really want to, you have no option but to turn both off. Confounding, right? The FTR 1200 can be cultured yet wild, sharp yet tiring, feature-packed yet lacking. It feels premium too, but the 16 lakh rupee price tag isn't winning it any favors either. But despite it all, the FTR will get under your skin.
Calling the FTR 1200 a fun and practical naked, a rough and ready scrambler, or a simplistic tourer is absolutely plausible and debatable because of its weight, its firm suspension, and it's a bit of a rowdy motorcycle at times as well. But doing so would be like fitting a square peg in a round hole. To us, it seems like the crazy guys and girls at Indian headed out to create a flat track racer for the road and headed out into the unknown with hope in their hearts to create something special. And what we have got with the FTR 1200 is an incredible surprise.